How not to fail? Everyone wants to know the answer to this, right? Let me tell you, it's very easy because it's all about you. You just fucking decide that you won't stop until you succeed. And that's it. Should I turn off the video now? Because that's basically it. I'm gonna elaborate just a bit, but that is the bottom line. You fucking decide, but it has to be a decision, like an energetic decision, not just, oh, I decide. That's not it. You have to feel it in your fucking bones that that is true and that you committed to that decision. And you fucking decide that I'm not failing because I'm not giving up until I succeed. Now this has also a lot to do with the kind of goals you set for yourself and what succeed means to you in that particular situation. And this is the question. This is where you identify whether your goal is coming from shadow or it's something that you actually want. And to explain what it means for a goal to come from shadow is to want something that you don't really want. You only think you want it because that's what people normally want. I don't even know what to say to give you an example, but I'm not going to give the example with money because some people may say, oh, I don't want too much money because, yeah, I'm just not that kind of person. That's a fucking lie. Everyone wants all the money in the world. So that's not true. But I don't know, just having a goal, or you may have a goal to be as good as X person, or you want to have a style like that person. That's a crappy goal because it's coming from shadow. Because it's coming from you wanting to become something that you're not. So that is a no-no. But when the goal is what you truly want, then it's simple, but it's not easy. I think that's what the saying is. It's very simple. You just don't give up. But it's not easy at all because this is where you are right now and this is where you want to be. This is your goal. There's a gap between those two, as you can see, and it's a matter of you closing the gap. In order for you to close the gap, there's an energetic gap in there. In the moment you are a vibrational match to your goal, you are gonna get it. So there's no, if you haven't reached your goal yet, it means you're not there yet energetically. So there is no way to be there and to miss it or something like that. That can't be. So it's just a matter of you, and this gap is not closed by time, it's closed by shadow. And shadow means blocks, limiting beliefs that you have, lies that you tell yourself, and they keep you from getting here. Like, for example, yesterday I was talking to someone and there were a lot of lies in there that person was telling herself, but it was about no. She wouldn't say no to me because saying no is rude and it's not polite. Like, that is a fucking lie. And that energetically, there can be lies that seem to have nothing to do with your goal. So we're talking about crafts here and your career in art or whatever your craft is. And this thing of being afraid to say no and thinking, like having this core belief that no, saying no, it means to be rude, that is a very big lie. It seems like, oh, it's nothing, but it's not. Being trying to explain yourself when you say no, or just having a very hard time to refuse people, that means that you lack boundaries and there is no clarity in your energy. Saying no is a very clear and direct communication. And it, what's the word? It kind of like rocks the boat for people, because people live in a society full of lies, and they are used to talking to each other in a polite way, which is mostly fake. So I'm just saying things that I know that you want to hear. That's fucking fake. But when there are people that communicate so clear, like no, no is a complete sentence. You're not being rude. You are just being clear and in your own energy. And you own it. You fucking own it. Just saying no, it's gonna be like, for people, it's gonna be like a slap in the face. And that's why it seems like it's offensive. But if people get offended by your clear communication, it has nothing to do with you, but it has everything to do with them. Did we go off track a little bit here? Yeah, so I was saying that even this, the idea of not being able to say no, that's actually a very important thing that you have to get rid of, and have to kill that shadow, that belief that is a fucking lie, and it's keeping you from getting to where you want to be. And this is one example, but you're gonna encounter, going from here to here, you're gonna encounter so many blocks, and those blocks are gonna fucking challenge you. And you're gonna be afraid, and your mind is gonna be like, oh shit, run for the hills, because this is not safe. Because you are in the illusion that you can be not safe. You are in the illusion that bad things can happen, but that's just a fucking illusion. This life is a game. There is no disaster. There's nothing, what's the word? I don't have the word. There's nothing bad actually happening. It's just awakening. When you think something bad is happening, it means that there's a challenge for your shadow. A shadow is coming to the surface, and you are about to deal with it. You either deal with it, or you repress it and you make it bigger, and it's going to show up again and again and so on, and your life's going to go from horrible to worse. Okay, this got sidetracked just a tiny bit, I think. But the point is, there are gonna be so many challenges, especially if you're so fucking decided to go all the way. Have this forward moving energy constantly. Your mind is gonna be like, hey, just fucking stop, you've moved enough. And it's gonna tell you things that you will logically think that they are, yeah, it makes sense. But it's not. It's just your mind sabotaging you into stopping and being careful. But that's a fucking lie. You're not living at your fullest. There is no danger. There is no danger. And when you realize, this is actually very important. How to not fail is when you are not afraid to. You are not gonna fail when you're not afraid to fail. There's a paradox in, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get to my goal, but on the way, I will fail constantly. Like, I will get into shitty situations, difficult situations, where I will feel like I failed, but I will not care, because there is no actual danger. It's a fucking lie. And you keep moving forward, and that's what's going to take you to the goal. So in order to not fail, be okay with failing and keep moving forward until you make sure that you succeed. And that's it. That's the magic to it. If you want to learn more magic and the energetics behind talent and fucking owning your artistry, your talent. Stop being afraid. Stop being the artist that just draws in a fucking corner. Show your talent to the world and own it. Come and work with me. One-on-one if you want. Contact me for details for that. Or in my free Facebook group, Talent is Your Mistress, where soon I'm going to be doing a challenge. Yeah. See you there. Bye, guys.